All right, the intro's going.
Kill. YouTube. Where we spend music again. Get dude on YouTube, babe.
What? Have you been open?
Um,
I don't have YouTube open.
you want it open?
There.
Okay.
Ow.
Doesn't really matter. Let's talk.
I might have to go back over there.
Okay.
What'd you say? Alright.
Oh, I can't hold
30 seconds. We got 20 seconds.
Alright. Posting as fast as I can.
You can talk and post and talk. All right, here we go. Ready? 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
Hi everybody, welcome to the Chuck and Lisa show. We are not doing it from our trailer, and we are not doing it from our living room. We are doing it from a top secret remote location.
Right, unless you look on my Facebook page, and it says where we are.
Oh, well, don't do that. Well, nobody's going to see that because they can't get in anyway.
Exactly.
Exactly. So, hi everybody, welcome. Everybody say hello, Lisa.
Hello, Lisa.
Hello, Risa.
Oh, Lisa.
Hello, Mr. Dershey. How are you?
Better than I deserve to be, but I think you knew that already.
I heard a rumor about that. I did. So let's see. We've got some fun stuff to talk about tonight. It's going to be good. A lot of good NASCAR stuff, and then we're just going to bet. Basically, we're going to talk about our bosses. I hope he's not listening.
Boss.
Boss.
You
All
don't
right.
have a boss.
I don't have a boss anymore.
You have me.
Well, that's true. That's one thing that's not going to change. If you don't know your wife's the boss, you haven't been married long enough, or you won't be for long.
Got that right, brother.
You know what I mean? So, hi, Dersh.
Hey, how we going?
I'm good. We are on our way to a little voyage around visiting relatives and all that happy stuff.
Not related to me.
Well, in-laws, or outlaw in-laws, depending on how you look at it. You know?
Speaking of that,
I prefer to call them outlaws, to be honest.
speaking of that,
That's not fair.
we have a former student
Yeah.
who just got engaged to her fiance's last name is Outlaw. So,
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
that's fun.
That's very cool.
That's pretty awesome.
There's the guy in the North Carolina Real Estate Commission who's in charge of like auditing people and making sure all their trust accounts are correct. His
Right.
last name is also Outlaw.
Really?
Yeah, I think he just retired though, but I always thought that was funny.
That is awesome. That's funny. So, unfortunately, my computer is not as fast as it usually is at home. So, I've got a little lag in what I'm looking at, stuff like that. So, I don't know exactly where we're at in the show or if you're showing my smiling face at any given moment.
yeah, I was,
Probably a
but
good thing.
Lisa, she does the show naked, and she's in the mirror in the background.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, you can see her. Everybody say hi, Lisa. There you are. Wave. You're far enough away where nobody can really see you.
She looks like a blue-purple blob, but
I am a blue-purple
Blue,
blob.
purple.
That's exactly what I am. I got my Ursula shirt on. I'm a blue-purple blob.
Blue, purple blobs.
of course my eyes are so bad, Chuck. Everybody looks like a blob to me, so I don't
I
really
will
know.
try not to pick my nose
Yeah.
during the show.
Anyway, Chuck, let's get the show rolling by letting everybody know where they can find you out there in the social media world.
Absolutely. All right. Well, I can't see my screen for some reason. It's slow
Oh, hold on, that's me.
as
I gotta
can
mute this.
be.
Hold on.
Yeah, turn your stuff off.
Be quiet.
Lisa's watching a movie or something
No,
over
that's
there while we
us.
do the show.
That's
Oh, you're
us.
listening to us.
I got,
Just hit mute.
honey,
Bottom left.
where? What?
On the screen where it says YouTube.
Uh-huh.
Just hover over it.
Where?
Hover.
Over what?
Over where it's talking. There you go.
Here?
Up. No, in the middle, where it's showing the pictures.
Where?
Left. Right in the middle of the screen where it's showing our. There you go.
What did you say on the picture of?
I said that about 4 sentences
Picture of the
ago.
ugly man.
Who's that? Me?
Just kidding.
That's not very nice. Hey, where in the world can you find me besides being at a hotel in an undisclosed location for the moment? I am also at Chuck Nellis. Uh-oh.
It's in the witness protection
And
program.
yeah, I am. Well, you might think I'd be at points. I'm another rabbit hole. I'm at Chuck Nellis on a lot of sites. Everything but Facebook. I'm
No, Twitter.
and Twitter. Twitter does not like me, so I've gone through a number of names there, and at Chuck Nellis was one of them. That was my big one. I am on CloutHub. I am on
So am I.
Gab. I am on. I just read across the top. It makes it easier. I'm on Parler, Wego, or Wiggywa, as Lisa likes to call it, or WG1 WGA. I always have to say it 3 times because you don't know what their name is.
That's Wiggywa.
Wiggywa. I'm on Tumblr and Instagram. I always forget Instagram.
Because Tumblr got acquired by another
I heard that.
entity.
I heard that. I hope it gets better. I mean, it's not bad now. I get pretty good
A
traffic
lot of
there, to
people
be
use
honest.
it, yeah.
Yeah, I really do get pretty good traffic from folks on that site. Surprisingly, to be
It's
honest.
because all the weirdos go to Tumblr.
Well, I avoid them. So anyway, and the last thing is on Facebook. I am on Facebook. It's chuck.nellis.7, and that's how you can find me. Miss Lisa, where in the world can we find you?
I'm still on Twitter, haters.
It's only because Jack loves you and you're one of the first 6,000
At
users.
Louise. Where you probably don't want to follow me if you're one of Chuck or Dershie's friends.
Probably not.
I'm on Facebook, but if you're not my friend, I'm not going to friend you. I have
No soup for you.
I have a store called Vintage Velma Finds on Etsy.
Yep.
I have not done anything with my NASCAR site yet because I have been very busy. I'm on CloutHub.
CloutHub. Woohoo! Yep. You got a crown on CloutHub.
We're the verification queens,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. That's good. Well, I'm verified on a bunch of sites. You should be verified on Twitter.
Yeah, I tried that. I said I was related to you, and they're like,
Don't pull on that, please.
I'm not. I am on Instagram also as Louise, and don't come on there and ask me if you can have my name.
No kidding.
Some person asked, could I have your name because I'm an artist? It would be very beneficial. You know?
And you officially said,
Yeah.
and they were
Let's go 6 or 7 digits and then we'll talk about it. All right.
Right.
Yeah.
I was like some kid. They're like, well, they're like, really? Like they just thought if I asked.
They're so shocked.
Really? I said, no, you can't have my name.
But my mommy gives me anything I
I've had
want.
this since the beginning of the internet, basically.
Stone Age.
No, not the internet, but Al Gore gave it to me, Louise. He did.
Yes, we're believing you now. Yeah, she's the only one of our crew here that's still on Twitter.
Yep. I mostly retweet things.
Yeah, you just retweet politics. You don't usually.
Yeah, every once in a while.
Me, I'm more opinion than I am posting
Every
them
once
as
in a
much
while.
as
Yeah,
one of
and I
the
look
other.
at pictures of cats and dogs falling over and things like that.
You do, and babies.
And
Don't forget the
babies
babies.
laughing.
Don't forget the babies.
Babies laughing.
Lisa
and
doesn't
NASCAR.
stop looking at
I do
babies. so-
NASCAR on Twitter because
Oh, you
they're
do?
still Twitter.
Well,
Like,
you know those
As
guys.
Junior says, Twitter's the meanest place in the world.
It really is. It really is. I compared it to the Blue Meanie today.
I saw it. I actually
Isn't
saw
that pretty good?
it. Yeah. Oh, and on CloutHub, I'm in the blue room. If you want to come in the blue room and be a jerk to me, just go somewhere else. Go play out. Go play outside.
Yeah, if you're not familiar with CloutHub, if you listen to us, you've probably heard it before, but
You should sign up.
you should sign up. There's a
Especially
blue
if you're
room,
my
there's a red
friend.
room, and there's a main room.
Right, but the main room is really red anyway. But,
Mostly.
Yeah.
Well, it's supposed to be the brawl room, but nobody
Yeah.
brawls.
No, everybody hates on everybody
Yeah.
in the red room and the main room. And then in the blue room, they come in and they kick us.
Yeah, but I always come in and kick their ass.
Yeah, I was going to say, at least I have lately went and told people, messaged people privately because I don't want to embarrass them, to tell them to stop doing that crap because it's ridiculous. There's no reason
I mean, they
for it.
have 2 other rooms.
I do it publicly.
They
I
have
want
2
to
other
embarrass
rooms
them.
they can play in. They don't have to come in and
Right.
If somebody's purposely in there to go attack liberals, I'm gonna let them know it.
like I said the other day. So this is the place. Yes, it is the place. You need to grow up and face the truth. Okay. You need to.
Suddenly, you are the truth. You should have, that's what I would have said to him.
Anyway,
Anywho,
but we need more people there, though.
yeah, we need more. We need more. Believe it or not, we need more liberals.
Oh, we just need more people. I mean,
Yeah.
we need more nice people.
Yeah,
I like nice people.
there's a lot of nice people in there.
I know.
That's the real positive of that
Yeah.
site. Is some
Yeah.
really nice people there. Let's see, Mr.
Right.
Dershey, where in the world can we find you?
Well, Chuck, you know you can find me behind this microphone pretty much every Wednesday at 9:30,
And when else?
producing the Chuck and Lisa show. You can
Yes.
also find me behind this microphone on Tuesday nights with my best boy right there, Chuck Nellis, on the
Yeah, man.
right side of politics.
Absolutely.
They
If
look
you
at
want,
each other on camera.
if you want to find me on social media, I'm at Dersh, DERSH. First 5 letters of my last name on CloudHub, USA.life, MeWe, WeGo, Parlor. But if you really want to find me, my hangout spot is definitely CloudHub. I'm there all the time, checking on CloudHub constantly. So if you want to talk to me, you want to find me, that's where you need to go.
Except when he's got his Bible study, then you can't find him.
So you got that right. So my wife, well, anytime time we do anything like a Bible study or family time, my wife makes me put my phone away or she yells at me.
I can't blame her.
Good.
I can't blame her. Lisa gives me the look sometimes, and I'm like, okay.
All right, Chuck. Let's
All
move
right,
the show
man.
along. You got a lot to talk about tonight. Where are you guys going to
We do.
start?
We do have a lot to talk about. We've been goofing around for 16 minutes. Oh, wait, we started 2 minutes late. 14
Oh,
minutes
no.
already. Oh, no.
No.
So, tonight, we want to talk about Indy, NASCAR. We always start our show with NASCAR. If you don't know NASCAR, we'll teach you. If you want to join us in the chat room, watching us on YouTube right now live, you can talk to us. You can ask us questions. You can tell us that we're crazy if you like, because you'd probably be right.
Don't
I'd
be
say
mean.
definitely be right.
I'd say you're right.
But don't be mean to me because that's not nice.
It's not nice, Linda.
Yeah.
Do not be mean to the wonderful Lisa.
That's
That
true.
is
That's true.
uncool.
So, NASCAR, Indianapolis. Big spectacle, hardly anybody there, first of all.
Well, the name of the race is the Brickyard.
The Brickyard. Because it's got a yard of bricks, literally. That is the start-finish line.
There used to be all bricks.
It used to be all bricks. A whole bunch of them are in that creek near the golf club that Junior and all them were getting, well, not stealing, but taking them from.
No, they would think they got permission to take one.
Oh, I'm sure.
And Rutland.
Besides, he's Junior.
Yeah, Junior can have a brick if he wants a brick.
Junior, you can have the whole brickyard if you want.
Junior is a brick.
He is a brick.
He's the color of a brick.
Oh, wait a minute. No, is that a B or a P in front of it? I'm not sure.
Oh,
No,
he's not a prick.
that's-
There's a lot of guys.
That's
Part of
Kyle-
it,
that's
now, there's a
Kyle
couple
Busch.
guys in NASCAR that come to mind that
That's-
really are the
Uh,
B-word instead of
That's Kyle Busch.
and Harvick.
Oh, it's
and,
definitely Kyle Busch. No question about that.
Yeah.
Newman.
Yeah.
Newman.
Newman can be a dick, but he's a dick for a reason. I don't know. I don't know. That doesn't sound right.
That's all right.
That isn't good.
As you know, we
Campaign slogan. I'm a dick for a reason.
Indy was the final race on the regular season
Yeah.
fantasy that we do, and I had Kyle Busch in my lineup, and I was still happy when he crashed out.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah. Oh, me too.
When his car blew up, I was jumping around cheering, and I don't care if he's in my lineup.
I don't even care if I had him to win the championship.
It made the race so much better with him crashed out of it. To be very
You know
honest.
what'd be funny? If when he crashed, like all these Skittles came out of his car. That'd be funny.
Well, I texted Chuck when his car blew up, roasted M&Ms. So
That's funny.
roasted M&Ms.
Roasted M&Ms, huh? That'll work.
Do you remember when he won that one time and his kid was picking the M&Ms up off the ground and eating them?
That was the first time.
Yeah, he was little.
He was a little. This time he hit a ball. It looks
This
like.
time he didn't. Oh, that was Xfinity. He did not win in Cup.
Right. That's true.
He wrecked.
Car blew up. It was awesome.
Oh yeah, that made me happy.
Made
It
my
really
day,
did.
man. Made my day.
Well, that's
Hershey, would you go to a race there? Because I think that track is just way too big.
Yeah, I would, because first of all, I love the big, gigantic tracks, but I would go more for just because it's Indy, you know,
Yeah.
right.
just
Right.
because it's the Brickyard.
There's
I've
the
been
funny
on the
part.
track. I took the tour where you got to go out and
Oh,
they
really?
drove you around the track. Yeah, we got to get out and see the bricks and at the finish line. It's pretty
Very
cool. It was
Here's the
very
funny
cool.
part. So my ex's mother is from Indiana. She actually used to live in Speedway, which is where the track is located.
Right.
So we used to go up there every year for Christmas for years and years. And I've driven past that track probably 30 times, maybe.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, because when we're there, we go.
Yeah. I never have.
But
I mean,
I've never had any interest because I wasn't a race fan then. So
Right.
she literally used to have people park in her yard
Yeah.
for the races.
Well, there's a hotel that's right there on the track,
Yes.
and we stayed there. That's where a lot of the media and the race car drivers stay at
That's
that
cool.
hotel. And so we were right there in the backyard of the track, man. It was awesome.
The funny part is, all those years, I probably could have gotten free tickets to some of the races.
Really?
Probably.
That's
But I
just
didn't
awesome.
care, so I never asked.
Yeah, I went to the
So-
Indy Museum there too, and yeah,
Oh
and
yeah.
they
They
have
were
a-
showing some of that.
they have an Indy car that you can sit in and get a picture, and I
Right.
couldn't get in it. It was it was too small, man.
Do a little bitty.
I could not
Those
get
guys
in
are
it.
so little.
They are.
They
tiny.
really are.
They're jockeys.
Yes, exactly.
Like, speaking of museums, you know where we should go soon?
Where?
To the Woods Brothers Museum. You know why?
No, wait, we're not there
Yes,
yet.
we are.
No, we're not. We
Why?
haven't talked about the race yet.
Okay.
No. That's I know
Okay.
you're excited.
Okay.
I know every one of us are excited about
Okay.
this
Anyway,
news.
keep that in mind. We're going to the Woods Brothers Museum soon.
There's your primer.
It's really close to our house.
So, the race was won by Kevin Harvick. He dominated it. He led 118 laps. And,
Boring.
and that part was boring.
Boring.
But there were some cool surprises. Who finished third, Lisa?
Blaney.
No.
Bubba.
Bubba.
Bubba. Yeah.
Bubba
Bubba.
Wallace.
Bubba.
This is a guy that runs for Richard Petty, and they really are an underfunded team. They're almost a level 3 team, I would say. 2.5, you know, sometimes they're 2, sometimes they're 3, but they were level 1 at Indy. And he was so happy. He was excited, wasn't he?
He's such. I loved his post-race interview. He's so snarky.
Yeah.
He's like, he could be my child.
That's awesome.
Maybe he is.
Maybe he is.
Maybe he is.
That's so funny. Let's see, who else?
Blaney.
Blaney finished 7th. Newman finished 8th and made the playoffs. That bull, he's a tough mother. Try passing that. I wouldn't want to pass him in a hallway.
You know what they said on the radio? He has the whitest car in NASCAR.
He really
Even though they're all the same.
Well,
he does
that
have the whitest car.
the race between Jimmy and Newman, I think, was the most interesting part of the whole
Yes.
race, especially the
Yep.
third stage.
Yeah, I'd say you're right.
Man, can I get you a beer?
Sure, Mrs. Nevis.
Beer break.
I've never done a radio show from an undisclosed location in a hotel room before. This is interesting.
My Facebook page.
Except they can't.
Can't because I don't like you.
Unless she's very private about her private page. Cheers, everybody.
Oh, what? Speaking of,
Yeah, what?
I posted something about a job, like dear job recruiters, and I started to post it, and Facebook goes, "Are you aware that you're posting this publicly?" Like it reminded me.
See, I don't like that.
Because it was trying to help me. Like if I was saying something like "screw my job" or "I hate my job,"
And that's exactly what you wanted to do.
I say that all the time. I have everybody in my boss's family blocked.
And I don't blame you. Her boss is my former boss, I'm happy to say. That little prick is done.
Ooh!
I'm done with that crap.
Ooh.
Anyway, I don't think that's a swear, so I don't think it was in the swear jar.
I don't know.
Lisa's calling for the judgment on this
I'll
one.
have to look that one
Is
up.
prick a swear word, Durst?
It's my travel fund, so yes, obviously it is. So.
You're hilarious.
Yeah, but Chuck's unemployed, so we have to put
we need my fund.
we need to put a moratorium on that.
We need my fund for a while. But I have some great ideas, and they're going to be coming to fruition. If I've been doing this for 9 years for somebody else, there's no reason I can't do it for me. Now is there?
All right. Well, that's a later part of the show. So let's get back.
See, we're doing all these primers for you.
Thank you, Miss.
Ryan Newman finished 8th. Chase Elliott finished 9th, and Paul Menard finished 10th.
Wait, what car does Chase Elliott drive?
9.
Cool. That's cool when that happens.
Yeah.
Unless you're like the 88.
And the best news of the race is Kyle Busch finished 37th.
Yay! Oh, sorry.
Yay!
It's just a.
But the sad part is Keselowski finished 38th.
Oh my god, that wreck!
What a wreck he had. He was on his side and he crawled out of the car. And he looked like he was hurting.
I like Brad, but man, that dude complains about everything.
He's like Junior, though.
Oh my
Junior
God.
used to do that.
He complains about the tires being there. I'm like, dude, if they weren't there, your car would have been crushed up against the wall.
At least he doesn't.
Yeah, they're going to get rid of that corner in the
At
offseason.
least he doesn't
That corner's
complain like
dangerous.
Kyle Busch complains.
Oh, Kyle Busch just freaking whines. Anyway, so the other good driver that had a bad day was Eric Jones, who crashed with Brad Keselowski. But we're all dying to get to the biggest news of the day, which relates to Paul Menard, the number 21 Wood Brothers car.
The what?
Let me tell you a story.
What car?
21.
My car. You're talking about my car.
You're talking about
one.
Your car.
You're talking about every Wood Brothers fan that exists, which includes all three of us.
I don't like odd numbers though.
You like 21?
I don't like odd numbers.
It's opposite of 12.
I know.
So if you have 21 and 12, what is it? Another odd number.
It's Jesus.
It's 33. Yeah,
It's Jesus.
Yeah. So, Paul Menard has announced he is retiring. This came out of absolutely nowhere. It's the best hidden secret that's ever been kept in NASCAR. Nobody had a rumor of it. He retired, and the Wood Brothers asked him directly, who would you like to replace you in this car? And they said 2 words.
What were those words? What were those words?
Get
what was,
Matt.
Get who?
Matt DiBenedetto!
Yeah, baby! Woo!
The Italians?
Yeah!
That is Mustang.
Now you got to understand, guys. He's the hardest damn worker you ever saw. I mean, he's been in crap cars for years, working his way up, and he made every car better. Now he was in a good car this past year and made that better, and now he's actually getting a not first level but high second level team.
Yeah, man.
That's not what Bob Levine says.
Oh, Bob
By the
Levine
way-
thinks his team is better.
Somebody goes, "Oh, he's going to win some races now." Bob Levine's like, "Well, I know some things you don't know." By the way, he follows me on Twitter now. Isn't that cool?
Oh, yeah.
I'm followed by a NASCAR team owner.
Right.
That's cool.
Do you know why he said that, though? I actually know the reason why Bob Levine said that. Because they are no longer going to get the year-old Toyotas.
Oh,
They're going to get the same car. This is Christopher Bell. Is going to replace Denny.
Christopher Bell, yeah.
He's going to replace Denny when Denny retires.
So
There's no question.
He's getting the good
So
car
he's getting
the used car.
He's getting the good stuff now. Yep. They're not going to hold off and give him the
But anyway,
stuff like they gave
me
to
on Twitter.
Benedetto.
That's so cool.
So Matt had a great season, but they wanted to put Christopher Bell in because he's the next coming as far as Joe Gibbs is concerned, who supplies all the engines, cars, all that stuff to Levine Racing, which was the 8. Huh?
I don't like Joe Gibbs.
Well, it's okay. I think he's an amazing man, but
I know.
So the thing is that when Matt DiBenedetto was saying, "Listen, I haven't got a ride. I need to do something," he comes out at Bristol, where we happen to be, dressed as the Italian Stallion in the silk robes, with the boxing gloves, with the Rocky music, dun, 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 and it was just so cool. And he gained so many fans over the last 5 months, 6 months, that all of a sudden everybody's like, "I'm buying 21 stuff." Everybody's going to the Wood Brothers and saying, "You better order a whole lot of Matt DiBenedetto stuff."
I want some.
I want some too, and I want him to win.
Yeah.
And what I love about it is, Wood Brothers are hooked up with Penske very closely, and our other favorite driver is who, guys?
Ryan Blaney.
Brian Blaney.
So they're going to be teammates essentially now, which is just fantastic. And the beautiful thing is Paul Menard wants to keep all the sponsorship for both teams from his dad's company, Menard.
Boo!
But that's because of the color of the car. If you choose the color of the car, you'd be happy.
Can't they just change the color of Menards? Wouldn't that be easy?
Save big money at Menards.
Just make Menards red and white and blue and be done
Yeah,
with it.
something like that.
Yeah.
Boo!
But I know you don't like the car, but if it's on the 21, it makes it a lot better, doesn't it? And, I mean, you think about this. DiBenedetto has only gotten here because of his driving
That was
ability.
not so bad.
Right. He's only gotten to where he is because he's such a determined, good driver. He didn't have any sponsorship coming into this deal, which
That
in
was the
NASCAR,
problem.
usually drivers bring their own sponsorship,
Yeah.
which means it's usually daddy's money. Very simply put. And he didn't do it this way. The Wood Brothers car is fully funded next year by Menards and Ford, who always sponsor him whenever he doesn't have a sponsor. And this is going to be awesome, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh yeah, man.
Yes.
I obviously don't like Menards, but man, with Matt behind the wheel, it's just going to be exciting again.
It really is. I mean, it's when this first happened and Matt was told that he didn't have a ride next year, I turned to Lisa and I said, "Of all the teams you wish they could be, what team would you think?" And she didn't. I don't remember what she said, but I said,
No, I said Paul Menard should quit because he's boring.
"Well, you said that after I said
That's what
I wish that Guido would get."
Yeah,
the 21 car.
I said, well, Paul Menard should quit because he's boring and he doesn't want to race.
And I think Dershey told me, "Well, Paul's got another year in his contract."
Right.
Yep.
So Paul just decided he wasn't going to do his contract anymore, and he doesn't need the money, God knows. But he's still going to keep the sponsorship, so they're not going to be upset about him breaking
Well, he's
the contract.
working
with Penske.
with Menards.
Right.
Actually, I think he's working as Menards. Like
With Penske.
he's in charge of Menards now, pretty much.
Yeah. Menards is huge. I've never actually been to one. I know the thing because I watched that Maverick TV that shows the ARCA races.
That's because
and every other commercial.
That's because they sponsor the whole freaking
Right,
league.
they do. Well, they do. It is. It's the Menards ARCA league.
Menards ARCA race.
Right. They're spending huge money on NASCAR, and they have for decades now, to be honest. And this is just the coolest freaking news for a lot of fans. I mean, if you're not a NASCAR fan, you'll be like, what? But go check this guy out. He's a Cinderella story to the max, who's actually getting his shot at having the glass slipper. So I think this is fantastic. Anything anybody would like to add on the topic of the burrito?
Yes. Now, can we go to the Woods Brothers Museum?
Yes, absolutely.
It's very close
But
to
wait,
us.
but he's got to have a car in there first, so we have
I
to wait.
didn't mean
a couple months.
tomorrow.
Well, you might have.
No,
Well,
tomorrow
no.
we're going on a plane.
I'm leaving on a jet plane. Anyway.
Oh my
The other thing
god.
I have to add is, Chuck, my favorite car of all time, going back
No
to the 70s, is the 21
There it
car.
is.
And
Wait.
I know what it looks like.
I loved when Blaney got a ride in the 21. It just made me so happy.
Their 100th win.
That's a picture
And-
of Trevor Bain. Is that the only
Wait.
race he ever won?
I think so, yeah.
I think so.
Oh, is that the Daytona? That little race?
Yeah, that little race. The only one he ever won, though.
But I was so disappointed when Paul Menard was announced to be in the Wood Brothers. I knew, first of all, it would be that crappy green piece of
Yeah.
POS, which I can't stand. And I mean, I have nothing against Paul Menard, but as we've talked about before, Blaney put the 21 in the winner's circle several times, and he was competitive week in and week out. And the thing I hated most, even more than the color, the paint scheme, was Paul Menard just couldn't race the car. He just couldn't race it. He was never there, and the few times he was in the top 10, something would happen, and he either blow a tire or have a wreck or something. It just upset me because I love the Wood Brothers so much, and I love that car so much, and he just was not a racer. And I think Matt,
he's not big league.
no,
I mean,
I think
he's-
Matt is going to put that car in the winner's circle next year, and
I
I can't
guarantee
wait.
it, man.
I cannot wait for that.
I'm
to
very
happen.
excited about it too. I really am. I think it's going to be so cool. So let's see. Well, let's see. We've also got some other stuff to talk about. But is there anything else about NASCAR that you guys want to add? I mean, next race up is where?
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, first round of the playoffs.
First round. What do you guys think? Truex
Uh,
or
I don't
Kyle
know.
Busch? I hate to say it.
what
It's
size
just
track?
like a flavor of
What
Joe
size
Gibbs'
track?
car. 1.5 cookie.
It's
cutter.
the 1.5. It's intermediate, but unfortunately, the Bush brothers own that track. They both
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
their
They-
home track.
I'd
they
love to see
run
Kurt
so
win
well
it.
there.
Yeah, Kurt would be fine.
Kurt would be cool.
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
afraid though. I'm afraid in the playoffs, Kyle's going to go out there and he's going to get his win to make sure he gets to the next round. Not that he's really going to have a problem getting to the next
Right.
round,
Right.
but
I
I
still-
just think he's going to do that.
I still honestly think that Denny's
Maybe.
probably going to win it this year.
Maybe he'll blow up.
He's been strong every dang week. Ooh, I hear hot
Yeah.
rods.
Ooh.
Denny has been strong, but I tell you, Kyle Harvick is the one that's hot right now,
Yeah,
and just at the right
unfortunately.
time.
Right.
If you go out and you win at Las Vegas, that gives you multiple races to
Yeah.
get ready for the next round, and that's
Yeah.
such a big advantage.
Yep.
Let's see. Well, there's a lot of choices, and the certain drivers that just dominate on these tracks.
You know what I like?
What?
I like when people that aren't in the playoffs win races because that just messes.
I know, it
That
completely
just
screws
messes
everything
crap
up. I like that.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I love it. So yeah, so this is going to be good fun this next week. Let's see. Anything else NASCAR? I think that covers about NASCAR.
Oh, here I have a quick question.
Yes,
One
ma'am.
quick question. Of all the tracks that you have never been to, what would be the one that you would go to next?
It's a good question.
I got mine. Even
There you
though,
go.
yeah, see, that's what I was gonna say. Even though it's a big track and I hate
Yeah, I
it, but I
know.
would
But
go.
you got to go once
Yeah.
just to see it because it's just so freaking fast.
You guys gonna hate my answer, but the track I would love to go to is
Where?
Pocono.
See, but Chuck's been there. That's why he couldn't say that.
Right, I've been there. I didn't actually see a race there, but I met the drivers there.
Oh, and then it
and it rained.
right? And then he had to go.
I didn't have to go to work the next freaking day, so I couldn't go.
I'd go to Pocono, I guess.
Yeah, I'd love to go to Pocono. I just think, first of all, this area is beautiful, but that track is so unique and so different.
Right.
From,
I know what
from
to
all
do.
the
We should put together a tour with the
Heck
Chuck
yeah,
Ellis and Dershie and Lisa NASCAR tour of Pocono.
that would be
Everybody
fun.
can
Let's,
come.
We'll do live shows from there.
Yeah.
we're gonna do. We're gonna leave Chicagoland out though. Let me tell you, because that place is in the middle. You got to go to BFE, and then
Right.
it's
And then
BFE. It's BFE from BFE.
So you got to go to BFE and turn right, and then go to farther.
Exactly.
That's
I
funny.
didn't. That place. I mean,
It's like
there
when he
is
put it in Waze,
nothing.
Waze goes, kind of like that cabin we rented in Bristol.
There's nothing. I told you we were there.
Richmond's next weekend.
I know Richmond keeps sending me emails. Are you coming? Are you coming?
Oh, well, you know what? We're probably going to get those free veterans tickets, last minute tickets.
At Richmond, though? That place is a bitch to park at.
They fixed it.
Did they fix it? Hope so.
I told
And if
you
it rains, I'm going to scream.
Oh,
about
put in another.
Chicago. When we were there in the summer, you know, I was so excited. I wanted to go out to Chicagoland. Had
Yeah.
never been there. You know, I told you about this. So we went out there. I looked it up on the calendar. Yeah, they give tours on Tuesdays and Thursday and Saturday.
Right.
Time. So like, all right,
2 days to get there, right?
we're gonna exactly. And so I'm like, all right, this is awesome. So we plan to go out there in time, get out there. Oh yeah, we stopped giving tours this year. We just haven't updated the website.
Really?
No
That's-
more.
So
No.
go walk around.
Sounds like our hotel that we're at. We have shuttles 24 hours a day, except that we don't.
I couldn't believe it. I was so mad, and I had actually made. And my wife said I made the guard there feel bad because I was just pissed. I wanted to go so bad, and I've been
Right.
looking forward to this all
We
summer
should
long.
do a tour.
Right.
And
Could you at least walk around inside, I hope?
nope. The closest I could get was about 200 yards outside.
That
Yeah.
sucks.
They don't even let you drive up there anymore because they don't have anybody at the track itself. It's completely
wow.
shut down. Nobody's there to maintain it or anything. It just kind of sits there all winter.
Nobody home.
Nobody.
I couldn't
That's
believe it.
fun.
I was
That's
so mad.
weird.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're all going to create the Chuck, Lisa, and Dershie Pocono tour one of these days. And y'all
Yeah.
have to come.
The one thing
Right?
that I do like about going to see Pocono now is that they're going to make 2 races in a row.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's gonna be
right.
fun. Yeah,
Right.
That's the only reason I'd go, because then at
Right.
least you get twice as much boring.
they need to make one of those.
You get the boring out of the way all at once.
Right.
They need to make one of those races a road course,
They really
like
do.
a Roval or something.
Well, the
Yes,
Pocono would be the perfect one because it's so freaking big.
Right.
And it's already 3 corners, so why not have 3 more?
Right.
I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be fun to have a regular road race there, and then
Yeah.
the oval race the next day. That'd be awesome. Or the
So
tri-oval.
perhaps, because we were on the NASCAR fan council, is that what it's called?
Mhm.
You should tell them that the next time they ask you something.
I'll tell them anyway.
Tell them anyway.
You know me, I'll say anything.
Tell them anyway.
I don't care. I just don't care.
I
I'll
don't-
tell you whatever I think.
Yes, you.
Alrighty. All right, hey
Alrighty
Chuck,
then.
we're about 12 minutes after, and I know Lisa needs to go to bed. You guys got to get up early. And I know you have one more topic you guys want to talk about tonight.
Oh God, I know.
Property-
Jobs,
Property management.
jobs. Gotta love them. Gotta have them. No, you don't have to love them.
No,
You
you're
gotta have
a
them.
Menard, you know.
That's true.
You don't have a job.
If you're not independently wealthy, I'll rephrase it. You gotta have a job.
Yeah.
And I did the same job for 9 years, and the last 7 of them I despised it.
Yeah.
So
Okay, well, here's the thing. I tend to stay a long time at
You
jobs
do.
if I can. I had my last job before this one for 15 years, but the person that I worked for retired, so it's not like I got
No.
fired or I quit. He just the company dissolved, and so there was no job.
Right.
So this was during the recession, and
9 years
I
ago.
got a job that I really, really hated with that crazy Asian dude.
Jesus.
Dr. Wang. Dr. Wang. Yeah, so I thought that was a horrible job. So I got another job with a general contractor that I thought would be really, really cool. It was in Chapel Hill, because I lived in Chapel Hill. It seemed like a good job. And
It went downhill from there.
yeah,
But you're still there.
I'm still there.
I'm not.
There's insurance.
I'm not coming back.
I don't know.
No. Well, what I want to do is, because I've got all these years of experience, is I think I'm going to go ahead and start a new company. I'm going to do property management myself. Plus, I'm going to do radio, and I really want to get into some more on-air stuff. So if anybody's listening to this, I want to hire me, please
Hey,
call me.
I know who would hire you.
Who?
Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Can you say that all the freaking time?
Yeah, I get them to sponsor our show.
Yep.
Wee chat room?
Yes.
I figured.
I gotta go to the wee chat room.
I figured.
I'll be right back.
So, Mr. Dershey, I asked my brethren today, Dershey and Jerry, what they thought of my idea, and they thought, go for it. Because I've got tons of experience. I breathe management. I've been doing it my whole life.
Absolutely.
So why not finally do it for me? Instead of working for morons that piss you off. You can be your own moron that pisses you off.
Yeah, you could do that well.
Yeah, I can do that. I can have two sides of a conversation. And be the moderator.
Brother, seriously though, all joking aside, I think, obviously I think whatever you want to do, you'll be successful at, but I mean, why not? You got the experience and the knowledge. I say, why not? Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm all for small business. Anybody that's ever read me knows I'm a big small business guy.
And I'm a big local business supporter.
Local businesses, yeah.
So here's the funny part. Remember, I was talking about the place I worked for 15 years before I worked for this place for 10 years?
Yes.
The place I worked for 15 years. Guess what we did partly on the side?
Property management.
So
between the two of us, Lisa's been doing the financial end of property management.
Not just financial. I was doing at the first place I was doing commercial, so I know how to do like CAM reconciliations and charging people for percentage of rents, and I mean I know how to do all that stuff.
So we could go commercial and residential.
Do everything.
I really think we can. I really do. I'm really into this.
Oh, and if you're moving to North Carolina, I have my real estate license, so call me. Thank you.
Right. So anything you guys need in our area, we're the people to call because
we know everything.
We know everybody, it seems.
Everybody, everything.
So that's what we're gonna do.
So we don't know the KKK people.
I really wanted to be a lot meaner to that little son of a bitch that I used to work for. I don't have any money, Dershey, so I can't put any money in your jar. Sorry.
IOUs are fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Put little slips of paper.
IOUs are fine, but I will have to charge interest, so just keep that in mind.
Dershey's become six-eyed. How the hell did that happen? You've got 6 eyes, dude.
That's cool. He's a bug.
He's a bug.
I've had so many problems with my vision. That's the only way I can see my phone right now.
Double
That's
vision.
funny. I like it.
It's cute. Look at Motorcraft.
You go like this. Do you go? Does this look better? Does this look better? Does this look better? Like they do.
It really, none of it looks better.
She has this awesome Motorcraft hat on. I know you can't see him right now, but he does.
Cool.
And Motorcraft is the 21 car. We really are excited about that, guys.
We really are going to the Woods Brothers Museum.
Oh, and yeah, it's gonna be hard to shoot to the roof for now. I'm just gonna work. Oh, you got to add. You have to add another name to your Penske jersey.
Yeah.
You know your Penske one.
Oh, Beavis Butthead Blaney. Burrito.
And burrito.
Burrito.
I know. You gotta add
I'll
it.
just write that in with a Sharpie. Oh, I'll write it in with a Sharpie.
That'll be fun. That'll be funny. So, Dershey is retired. Not retarded, retired.
Real tired. Real
eh.
tired. That's what little kids
He's real
say.
tired.
Little kids say, they get real tired.
Dershey is real tired.
He's real tired.
Yeah.
But where did that come from?
So, well, we're talking about jobs. Dershey doesn't have to worry about jobs anymore. He had one for 30 years that he mostly loved, even with those little heathens that, called students.
Somebody's got to watch their asses during the day, right?
That's right.
Yeah, I love the kids. I hated the administrative BS that you had to do.
What about the parents? Were the parents like pains in the butts?
Well, you know what? There was a few, but unfortunately, Lisa, today most parents use education as a babysitting service, and they frankly don't care. When I started teaching back in the 80s, when we would have open house at the beginning of the year, I would have packed house. I mean, we'd have standing room only. And as we got through, by the time I retired, the last couple of years, I would have maybe 2 parents per class.
Really? That's crazy, because around here, or at least around Chapel Hill and Cary and all that, everybody is like, I can't make soccer practice tonight because we have to go to open house. Like, everybody goes to open house here.
We always did. Well, my daughter always made me.
My parents didn't.
Oh, my daughter always made me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
It wasn't the worst thing in the world, because she was always the teacher's pet, so that helped.
When I was a kid, our county was, I think, the second best educational system in the United States.
Yeah.
Montgomery County, Maryland. Yeah.
And now it's shit. It really is. We were the number 1 county in the state of Maryland. Now it's...
No, we were the number 2 county in the country.
Right.
Right.
Well, the number 1 in the state of Maryland.
Duh.
Unless the other one was in Maryland.
It wasn't. It was in California, I think.
Yeah. But unfortunately, it's no longer as it was. But anyway, as a matter of jobs, everybody's got them. Everybody hates them. And
everybody hates their job.
Not everybody, but...
Hey, my daughter got a new job this week. Woo!
Yay!
She's coming back to our area.
Her baby's coming home to roost. Coming home to roost.
So all my kids will be within a 30-mile radius.
That's cool.
The ones that I know of.
Mine's about 1,800 miles.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I don't even know how many miles that is.
She doesn't like you anyway. I think.
Oh, wait! She does too. I talk to her on the phone all the time.
I know.
In case you've never heard our show, we live in the rabbit hole. What, Mr. Hershey?
All day long.
All the time. If you hang out with us, this is what we do.
Rabbit holes are warm and fuzzy.
They are, kind of like us.
I was just going to say that the interesting thing is, both my sons are teachers, and their wives were teachers until my oldest son got divorced this summer. But my youngest son and his wife both teach elementary schools.
Cool.
And they're in adjacent districts, so they sort of share neighborhoods. And my oldest son just transferred to the middle school that those 2 schools feed.
Oh, so nice.
All 3 of them are now within about 1.5 miles of each other.
So they're all going to get contaminated by the Dersheys.
Yep, and they're all well. I mean, that's nothing new. You can't. At one point, it was almost impossible to get an education in this county without being taught by a Dersher somewhere.
That's pretty cool.
That's fine.
My dad taught at the community college that's in the county for about 30 years. My mom was a elementary school principal for 20 years, and and a kindergarten teacher for about 10 years. I taught. My wife is a teacher. My ex-wife is a teacher. My ex-wife's husband is a teacher.
That's kind of inbred there.
My 2 sons are teachers, and their wives are teachers. So, it was we pretty much had it covered from elementary school all the way to community college.
You guys have a monopoly of education.
That really is quite amazing.
Well,
to have
if
a whole
anybody
family of
actually
teachers.
check this out. I don't know if you knew this. I probably told you and I forgot. But in North Carolina,
Yes.
if you really want to be a teacher, there's a teacher shortage.
Yeah.
You can just
Uh,
you don't have to have your license or whatever your certification
Cool. I'll go
For the-
teach civics.
for the first 2 years. Do it seriously.
Yeah.
You don't have that. You have. You
They wouldn't like me.
could you let me talk?
Go ahead.
You don't have to have your certification to teach for the first 2 years. They give you a time period.
Yeah,
To
they're
get,
they're doing that in a lot of states. They do it in
Yeah.
Florida too, Lisa.
yeah. I mean,
we have a
there's big
serious
billboards.
shortage of teachers.
That's because people are mean to them.
Well, I mean,
They don't have a problem with me.
it's the problem is, the teachers, the overhead of what teachers have to do
Right.
because of all the bullcrap paperwork is so time
Oh
consuming.
wait. Oh wait. I
Yeah.
do have a relative that's a teacher.
You do?
Dottie.
All right.
My
Your egg.
my egg donor child. She's a teacher. She's a music teacher, and
Well, We talked about this
Charlotte.
before, but my two sons are 5th generation teachers in our family.
That's awesome.
it's very.
Hey, Dersh, our buddy Jerry is in the chat room.
Hi, Jerry.
Hi, Jer. Unfortunately, his wife today also met the same. Well, she got fired, unfortunately, and
Does
that
he want
really
us to say
sucks. Well, we're talking about jobs. She really loved her job apparently, and she lost her job today, and it
That
was
sucks.
office politics that got her.
Yeah,
And
that's-
I hate. See, that's
I was
why I don't
thinking-
want to work in
I was
corporations
thinking
ever
of-
again.
Well, see, that's why people keep saying get a job at Duke.
Yeah,
No,
corporation, office
yeah,
politics, and big corporations.
I'm not
and-
good with rules and things, so get
Oh,
a
yeah.
job at Duke may or may not be the.
That's why I think having our own company makes a lot better sense for us.
Hey, if
We're
you
rebels.
Who's the boss?
if you don't like rules, trust me,
Good job.
you are not gonna want to go into education in any way, shape, or form.
Well, no, yeah, no.
Yeah.
I mean, working at Duke
Oh, I
is
couldn't do it.
not really as an educator, but Duke's one of the biggest employers in our area because they have the health system. And
I'd be a great teacher, but I don't like bullshit bureaucracy. I'd be in their faces constantly.
maybe you
Yeah.
could work at a charter school.
Make our own school. Yeah.
Oh my God!
Anything's possible.
No.
America, what a country. You can do anything you want to do.
Please send your children to be taught by Chuck Nellis. It's the best.
They'll come out waving flags.
All the parents, will be like, shut up. Oh my God!
It hasn't worked with anybody.
What?
Shut up, Doc. Anyway, so unfortunately, jobs come and jobs go, and you keep the faith and you keep pushing forward and you keep finding what you're going to do next.
Or you buy a lottery ticket.
Or you get lucky, but that's not a good
I know,
investment.
but not a
in the
good
future.
investment, and it's not good math.
Yeah, it's not going to work
Don't
out
do
for
that
most
unless you're
people.
doing it for fun.
Right. Don't do it as a career path because you're not going to succeed. So,
So what are you gonna do next, Nellis?
well, I really want to do my own company. I really
And
do.
what's that company's name?
What's it called? Lake
House Management.
Well, we haven't officially been anywhere yet. We got the
No,
company.
no, it's a company and
Yeah,
it
we've
has
got
a
the
tax
company.
ID
We got our
and it
tax
has a little
just have to do it.
certificate and everything.
Well, so if we do this, we'll get started on it, and I'll get it ramped up, and then as soon as we're rolling, Mrs. Nevis can sing that. What song does she want to sing very badly? Take this job and shove it.
Yeah.
I said that. I felt really good about it too.
Oh yeah.
It felt really good.
It's fun.
No. Let's see.
Meanwhile, our poor tenants.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Jerry.
There's
He
a-
says kind of put the brakes on looking at moving.
Aw.
Talking to you. Jerry, our buddy Jerry is thinking about actually making a business of the salsa company.
Oh, really?
He'd be great at it.
Yeah.
We haven't tried
We don't
it
know
yet.
because it might suck.
He doesn't love us, so he didn't send us
We
a
don't
jar
even know.
yet. But Dershey said
I've
it's
tried it.
fantastic.
I've
He
tried
loves
it.
you more than he loves
Yeah,
us.
what's up with that? Hey, whatever happened to that other dude?
Well,
What's his name?
last year
No, he just kind of
he
disappeared.
disappeared,
Yes.
man. Last year when Jerry made it, I kind of begged him for some, so I kind of put him on the spot.
Yeah.
But I appreciate Jerry. You send it to me, buddy.
What do we have to go to wherever BFE Jerry lives to go get some salsa?
What is that? Minnesota.
I don't Minnesota.
Minnesota, right? Minnesota, right? And he was vacationing in Wisconsin.
I have
mixed
no
that up.
idea. It's all like one.
It's all those great northern states that are frozen.
It's all like one of those little house on the prairie areas.
That's
Right.
funny. That's cool. So, Jerry, we think you should go with your business too, and you're going to ship. I know. I was telling you, dude, make it
Do it.
make it
Do
boutique, make it fancy.
What's the name?
Send somebody a pretty box and all
What's
that,
the name?
and don't call it Jerry's. There's already been a Jerry's sub shop.
Jerry's Kids.
There's already been a Jerry's Kids.
Not Jerry's Kids.
She's so bad. But yeah, you can do that. Oh, he says it's going to be shipping soon. I'll
Sweet.
believe it when I taste it.
Sweet.
I bet it gets there before the blanket does.
We can-
Hey,
You're right.
hey, the blanket is currently in my trunk, and I was going to take it
Are
with
you
me this
taking it with you?
weekend and work on it.
We
I
should.
was.
What
We
is-
should. What the hell are you going to do with the blanket? Watch me do it?
You're going to do that while I have to speak to my parents.
Can I be in another
Planet?
county?
Saturn, Jupiter, anywhere?
Yeah, Lisa has to go crochet now.
Just going to do her.
Gotta at least be in a different floor of the house or something.
There's a bunch of them.
I can only crochet on the first floor.
Second floor.
Second floor.
Dad lives on the first. Mom lives on the third, so nobody's ever on the second, hardly.
Alright, so I can only crochet on the second floor, otherwise the atmosphere doesn't make the yarn come out right.
Yeah, I heard. You heard. So, we have fun, guys. We're really glad you joined us. I've about run out of things to say. Way before the blanket.
Oh,
Yes.
you lie. You lie. You
I
did
can
not
t-
run out of things
Honestly,
to say.
I could talk for the next 3 hours. But unfortunately, most of it would probably be politics, and Lisa would get mad at me, and I don't like that. Because when the show ends, I like the show to end.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Don't want to piss off the mama. So anyway,
Oh,
yes. What?
Oh,
Anything?
no.
Anything else to add? Because I'm about to wrap this sucker up.
alright. One quick question, Dersh. DC. Where's you've been there, right?
A lot of times, yeah.
Where would be one unusual place to go that people wouldn't normally
As a
think
tourist.
of? A tourist.
See, I can't think of it as a tourist because that was my
Because,
stomping ground
we
for
grew up-
too many
And we
years.
grew up there, and we always went there.
Yeah. Well, I went there a lot more than you did.
You went
Wow.
to Georgetown. I
I
went to
did.
museums.
Yeah, I went to all of them. Went to
There's,
museums, Georgetown.
Darcy, answer
the
the
problem-
question.
The problem is there's, anywhere you want to go in D.C., there's like 80 million people there, so
Really?
Yeah.
there's not really a lot of places you can hide, but, there's obviously places you have to go to. I don't know if you've been to the World War II monument over there yet, but
No, okay, see, I'm 56, and I haven't been to anything in DC since I was like 17, mostly.
Yeah, well-
so it's all going to be new to me.
Well, we
Yeah.
got to see the Vietnam. We got to go see
Yeah.
the
Holocaust.
World War II. We gotta go
World
see
War
the
II, the new
Holocaust.
World War II, I saw it the first time a couple of years
Yeah.
ago, and it's really moving, especially when
Oh,
the
and Tommy
fountain's going.
says you have
That's
to
cool.
go to he says to you, Mr.
To me.
Chubb,
To me.
that at the Air and Space Museum you need to do the flight simulator, but the line might be too long.
Yeah,
I used to be
mean,
a pilot. I don't need a flight simulator.
Air and
You would
Space
love it.
Museum
Oh, I
is
would.
going to be the most crowded place
it's always
in Washington.
It always
Uh,
has been.
But I
It's
tell you, a place that people go to, which I thought was very intriguing, was Ford's Theater, and not a
I've
lot of
been there.
people go there,
Yeah,
but
I've
that's
been there. I
that's
saw
a really
play
nice
there,
place.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is Lincoln's box still sealed off?
Yeah, it has bulletproof glass.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, not there. I mean, but they never
I
used to
don't-
use that
Oh,
box.
I don't know. I saw a play there. I saw Your Arm's Too Short to Box with God. And that's when I was about 13. So, of course, I remember it really clearly.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah, like yesterday.
Yeah, you go out to. You have to go to the Holocaust Museum.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
my one thing I really want to do.
That's an absolute must.
Apparently, that was not always easy to get into you.
Although it's after Labor Day, so it should be a
It
little
is.
bit
It should be a
easier.
little bit better. Yeah. Yeah, and it's supposed to be decent weather this weekend, so it should be a
Well,
good
actually,
time.
Friday's supposed to be
72.
70, but the rest
Yeah.
of the weekend's supposed to suck.
But, well, it's supposed to increasingly suck.
But
The weather
supposedly-
today will not suck. Tomorrow's weather will partially suck,
It
and the
always-
days after will suck.
Their weather up there is always sucky.
I know. Lived there a lot of years. All right, guys. Anybody, Durst, you got anything to add, bro?
Have fun. Enjoy yourselves.
All
Send
right.
a lot of pictures.
Absolutely.
Oh,
and
I
everybody,
will.
and everybody, don't forget, we are on every Wednesday at 9:30, and you can listen to us anytime during the week by going to this site.
Oh, subscribe to our YouTube if you
Yes,
don't.
please subscribe. Somebody
Please.
else subscribed today. Thank you.
Yay!
Um,
At this rate, we'll have 100 subscribers in like
a year.
2 years.
Jerry is saying, go, Tomb of the Unknown Soldiers and Witnessing the Watch.
Oh, I've done that.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
that's fantastic too.
I've done that. Have you
Yeah.
done that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've
Long
done that.
ago.
We both, see, we both grew up near DC.
Hell, we went to the same high school.
No, we didn't.
She swears that. We were in the same freaking class.
No, we weren't.
Mr. Sam Sell.
No, you just say that. I never saw you.
I was in the yearbook.
No, well, that doesn't.
Yeah, they inserted me into the yearbook after the fact, or she just.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
don't say anything, but I think she's had too much of Jerry's special salsa, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I've had none of
I want
Jerry's
some
salsa.
very special
The
salsa.
None of
special, the
Jerry's
special
salsa.
salsa he was talking about today. You know what I'm talking
Available
about.
in only certain states. Right?
Well, at least legally, only in certain states.
Well, that's why you can only send it to certain states, because we want to keep them legal. We don't want them out of business
They
in the
can send
first
it
month.
to Maryland, apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
Cool.
So, we will be on next Wednesday at 9:30 as always, and don't forget, Durst and I do our entirely political right-wing show
We do.
Every-
When?
every Tuesday at 8 p.m. It's called
Oh,
The Right
seriously?
Side of Politics.
It's called.
I gotta put that on my
it's called
calendar.
It's
Do
called,
that. I would do that.
It's called Getting the Camper, Chuck.
Get camper. The camper doesn't echo like this room. This room echoes like crazy.
Well,
Good night, everybody. Thank you for listening to the Chuck and Lee Show once again. Thank you, as always, to our awesome producer, Mr. Dershey. We love you, bro.
Love you guys.
Say good night, everybody.
good night, everybody.
Good night, Lisa. Everybody.
Good night,
Good night,
Hershey,
Lisa,
everybody.
Dershey, everybody, and all you guys listening.
Shut up, Chuck.
Shut
Shut
up,
up, Chuck.
And Obama still sucks.
All right, we're out.
That's good. We're all over the place.
That was a great show, man. I'm telling you. That went by so fast. I
Oh,
couldn't
maybe
believe
we
it.
have to go to a hotel every night.
Ah, shoot. Ah, hamstring.
Oh,
Fuck.
no, we have to
Right at
replace
the very end of the show, I get a hamstring.
replace that picture. I'm tired of it.
Oh,
Chuck-
okay, we need to get a new Chuck and Lisa show.
Chuck
Yeah.
blew a hammy.
I pulled a hammy. Just
Oh.
like my man.